Hey everybody, I am coming making this video message, and I want to let you know that when anyone comes to you and they accuse you of thinking you are better than them, you need to look them in their eyes and say, if I thought I was better than you, why would I be dating you? Why would I have married you? Why would I be friends with you? Why would I invite you in my house? Why would I come to anything you have going on if I felt like I was better than you? The reason why I'm making this video message is because it is a very common, it is an extremely common thing for a lot of people. And you'll also find that it's really not just saved people. There are people who really are not saved, but at some point or another, they may have someone or different people around them who accuse them of thinking they are better. You may be a woman or a man who is very crisp, who is very poised. You speak eloquently, you are very articulate, you are straightforward, or you may be an outspoken person. You may not want to be around certain things or do certain things, but when someone is insecure, when someone is not accustomed to having certain types of people around them, when certain people are 100% okay with doing whatever it is that comes to them with no restraint, with no discipline, with no self control, once they come around you or you are in their presence, they may just accuse you of thinking you are better than them. Now, some of you all, you don't really know how to deal with this. Sometimes, and I know I was guilty of this at one point years ago, but sometimes you are offended when someone makes this strong accusation against you, especially when it is a friend or a loved one. Sometimes you may go out of your way as a Christian brother or sister in Christ as far as trying to prove that you don't actually think you are better than the person you are dating or the person you are hanging around or the person that you are friends with or either even other family members that you are related to. You may go out of your way to be extra nice to them. You may go out of your way to compliment them. You may go out of your way to include them in things that you have going on in your life because you want something to click in their heart and in their spirit. As far as, or I should say, you want something to click in their mind and in their heart as far as them seeing that you really in reality do not think you are better than them. But I'm here to let you all know something. And I don't really look at this video as it's a spiritual video. I'm just going to say it's just information. You got to just start saying to people, sweetheart, if I thought I was better than you, why are you around my children? Why are you in my house? Why am I inviting you to my family engagements? Why am I dating you? Why have I introduced you to people that have been in my life for 10, 15, 20, 30 plus years? Why did I marry you? Believe it or not, guys, it may not be you if you are a married man or a married woman, but there are people out here who are married to someone that is insecure. And you all know this is why I just really believe in the gospel that the Bible talks about us not being unequally yoked, because when you are unequally yoked with someone, they will have an idea about you. They will have a certain perception of you. They will make a lot of assumptions about you and form conjectures about you. And the root of that is fueled by their insecurity. It's their perceptions and their assumptions, but in reality, none of it is real. It's false. It's just straight falsehood. And so you've got to boldly start coming to people who are in your life. Because, see, I expose what Satan does through people. That's what I see. And you got to start boldly just telling people what it is. Because if you know that you really don't think you're better than someone you're dating or someone you're married to or someone you're hanging around, why do some of you all continue to sit back and allow people to put these labels on you? They put these titles on you and they circulate and shop around this fake narrative about who you are, and then when other people come across you, they're looking at you sideways. It's nothing that you can control. Don't try to go out of your way to control it or to clean it up. But what I'm saying to you is that you got to see when the enemy is at work. And usually, and this may not be for everybody, but typically when the enemy is at work, he's working on trying to destroy your marriage. He's working on trying to destroy your friendships. He's working on trying to destroy your exclusive relationship you're in that is possibly getting closer and closer to marriage. When someone or if someone comes out and says, I don't really vibe with you like that. I'm starting to feel some type of way because I feel like you think you better. Okay? You got to start telling people, but if I thought I was better than you, why did I choose you to date? Why did I choose you to introduce you to everybody that I hang around? Why am I wearing this ring on my finger? Why am I married to you? A true story. And I don't think I've mentioned this to you all. God rest this particular individual soul that was in my life at one point. This was a family member, but they're deceased now. But they were married to someone that was a convicted felon. And every time this individual would have arguments and debates, they would have very volatile, tense arguments and disagreements with each other. And so when this particular family member would tell this man that she was married to clean up his act or to clean up certain things in his life, he would come out and say, oh, you think you better. Every time you come and you try to tell me something about what I need to be doing in my life, you coming off like you think you better. And so to stop him dead in his tracks, she said to him, but if I thought I was better, why would I be married to you? That changed the spectrum of how I saw every single relationship in my life. Every single relationship in my life. It is something that has just come up again. It didn't happen to me, but what I'm saying is that now that I've gotten older, you get to a point where you start looking at your relationships and connections with people. And if you have people in your circle or you have certain family members that have reservations about you, at some point they may have said these things to you. And if they said these things to you, you got to simply tell them, but why am I coming to your barbecue? Why am I here at your baby shower? Why am I here at your bridal shower? Why am I here at your child's trunk party? Why are you coming around my husband? Fellas, you may tell your boy that says this about you or accuse you of being this way. You may say, well, why are you around my wife? Why are you around my children? Why are you hanging out with me outside of work if I thought I was better than you? See, people don't think. They don't think, my beautiful brothers and sisters. And if you are guilty of accusing somebody of thinking they're better, you've got to look at the situation for what it is. Do you really think that anybody that thinks they're better than you would have you around? Now, some people, they will be on the fence about this because there are some people out here, a lot of TikTokers, they'll say, well, it's some people, they like to have people in their life that they deem as being inferior to them or lower than them because it makes them feel important. It makes them feel like they're the main character. And that may be true in certain instances, but I don't think, this is just me talking now. I don't think for the most part that any individual person can be phony that long. Because if you being fake and you being phony to that extent, it starts to get annoying. You start to get agitated because you're losing more and more of who you really authentically are. And so just think about that. Why would anybody who thought that they were remotely better than you be around you? Why would they be eating with you and breaking bread with you? Why would they allow you to come into their home? Why would they trust you to a certain extent to even share their personal private life with you? People that think they're better than you, baby, let me say this before I end this message. People, hear me when I tell you this. It will resonate with you all, soul and the core of your spirit. People that think they're really better than you, people that secretly think you're inferior to them, people that think that you are nothing or you would never amount to anything, they would not even be in your presence. They would not be dating you. They would not give you the time of day. They would not give you their phone number. They will not give you their address. They will not be having small talk or conversations with you. They won't do it. People who are arrogant, people that feel they are superior to you, people that have main character syndrome where they think it's all about them, even if you try to have a conversation with them, even if you try to compliment them and say something really sweet to them, they will look at you. Maybe not everybody, because some people, their shade to you, their disrespect towards you, them looking down on you is really quiet, it's subtle. You got to really be able to catch it. But for the most part, people that think they're better than you, you're not even going to be in their peripheral. You're not going to be in any aspect of their lives. You're not going to be invited to their engagements, to their parties, and they most definitely are not going to introduce you to the man or woman that they're married to. They are not going to allow you to come around the children that they gave birth to. They are not going to care anything about you when you come to them with an issue, with a problem, or you're hurt about something, or you need some type of help. I've come around and I know too many uppity, smug, and arrogant people. Now, I've been accused of being like that with certain people. I don't care about it. It makes me laugh because I've had all types of friends, all types. I've had friends that have done everything you can think of under the sun. And one of them, they're not even with us in the land of the living anymore. But this particular old friend of mine was involved in everything you could possibly think of in this lifetime. God rest his soul. I don't have anything negative to say. But the point I'm making when I tell you that, it's not for you to play with that and come up with your own personal thoughts of what you think it was or what you think went on and the inner workings of that friendship. I'm saying that to say this. People who think they're better than you, baby, they're not going to tell you anything about what they got going on. And it's not necessarily that people who withhold certain things about themselves from you, it still doesn't mean that they think they're better than you. It's just something about your character that you're giving off, that you are not to be trusted, or you talk too much, or you lie a lot, or you are jealous spirited. Okay, you got to really know which way is going with that. But for the most part, people that are smug, people that are uppity, people that are doing really well in life, because see, when people get to a certain point financially, some people I should say, when they get to a level financially, when they get to a certain level education wise, they don't even want to hang around the people that they started coming up with, because those people are at the same place. And it may be hurtful to some of you all. You may not be in agreement with it, but this is a fact. And all they want to hang around is people that are educated just like them. If they have a doctorate degree, they want to hang around people that have doctorate degrees. They want to hang around people that got a master degree. They want to hang around people that own a business or several businesses. They want to hang around people that are in real estate. If you still working at Target or Walmart, you could have been like this with them. But baby, when they start climbing up that corporate ladder, when they start making more money, when they start doing more in their life and accomplishing more, when they start glowing up, you may have been the fat friend with them. But baby, when they lost that weight, whether they got a gastric sleeve or gastric bypass, or they on Noom or Zoom or Home or Ozempic, wherever they on with these GLP-1 whatever, baby, you the fat friend. They ain't fat no more. They thin. So they want to hang around thin people that are gym rats. Do y'all catch my drift? See, I have to say these things to you all because a lot of people, they are in la la land. I say it in love and I say it respectfully. But you've got to start taking things for face value, as they say. You've got to start just looking at certain things for what it really is. People that think they better than you, you're not going to be in their life, baby. Honey, baby, you will not be in their life. You will not be around them. You will not be invited to the party. They will not care about you when you share what your personal sentiments are, when you share your trauma and your tragedies that are going on in your life, when you cry tears because your heart is broken, because you're going through an ugly divorce, or you just got dumped, or you're dealing with some racism or different things on your job, or you just lost your house or your apartment or your car, or your health is failing. People that think they're better than you are not going to be in their presence. They don't care about what you have going on. And I think it's time in 2026 and moving forward, you all got to start giving more people credit, because a lot of you all out here, you have cut off the wrong people. You have disrespected the wrong people. You have dishonored the wrong people because of your insecurities, because of you allowing outside voices to get in your head to make you think because that's a saved woman, and because they preach a fiery message, or they teach certain things, or they call out sin and they expose the enemy for who he is, because he hates you and he hates me too. But a lot of you all, you've cut off the wrong people. You've washed your hands of certain people that really, they adore you and they love you. But because you could not iron out and work out, why is it that this person married me? Why is it that this person loves me? Why is it that this person, I see that they're anointed. I see that mantle on them. I see that they're successful. I see that they're educated. I see that they are a light. But oh my God, I just can't take it. I can't handle it. They think they better than me. This is my cousin. This is my brother. This is my sister. I'm going to cut them off. I can't stand her. She's so smug and up. There's something about her spirit. This is the language and the vernacular a lot of you all have. When the whole time, if they been around you and they been friends with you, and you calling them, and every time you texting, they texting you back and they laughing, how on earth could you think that they think they're better than you? It's not a them problem. It's a you problem. They will not. People that think they're better than you, they will not be in your presence. They wouldn't even try to teach you or tell you about God or the gospel if they didn't see hope for you or value in you, or they thought that you were not worthy of anything. They wouldn't tell you anything. You ever come across somebody, and don't take this the wrong way, but you look at them and you say, you know what? They just don't care. They are not redeemable. They are not redeemable. It's something that you know by the Spirit. They're not redeemable. They care nothing about God. Let me shake the dust off my feet. I'm not about to cast pearls to swine. You know, because the Holy Spirit will allow you. He will illuminate that with certain people. But again, people that think they better than you, baby, you're not going to be in their presence. You're not going to have no type of access to them. You're not going to be able to get them on the phone. Think about that. That's the video message. Well, guys, it's time for me to go because I have some other things to do. The Lord willing, I will be back with another video message. If any one of you have taken offense to anything I spoke about in this video, it's okay. It's all right. I'm not worried about it. I'm not concerned because I know you will forgive me in the morning.